Recording. All right, let's begin again. So, yes, I was saying, since we shared regarding the MCD and all of you guys has been waiting for MCD to launch. All right. So before we go into detail, all right, can we do that? So I want you guys to be fully focused today because today we have 10 winners to win 100 avatars. And all these avatars are sponsored by our co-partners. Later, I'll mention who they are. Okay. So currently now, what I need from you guys is actually to write down focus mode on. So I want you guys to focus instead of typing in the chat. I want you guys to basically take a notebook, write down all the information because during this call, we are going to basically answer every questions. Okay. And then finally, we are going to basically ask you back on the question that most of you guys already asked in your group, in your community group. And then when we ask the question, I want you guys to answer it. And how to answer it? You put up your hand, all right? You raise your hand like this, example. I'll put up your hand, my hand here. Then you'll see that Zoom will automatically, or either you can click raise hand, you can see here. So we will see that you are ready to answer the question. And if you answer the question correctly, and you will be, then we'll record the name down and you will receive the 100 avatar. Okay. Yes, guys, please don't type in your wallet address in the chat. Okay, please don't write down your wallet address in the chat. Please don't, get your own wallet address to be exposed and also to have a chance for other people to infiltrate. Okay, please be careful on that. All right, so let us begin. So now I'm going to share my screen here. See if you guys can see it or not. All right. So if you guys can see my screen, please please write down 333 on the chat so I know that you guys can read it. Okay, cool. Nice. So once upon a time, okay, so in 2024 April, so Mars M3 DAO was born. So when M3 DAO was born, the first big data engine that we have created for everyone to actually, for all the community to build is Mars First. And in Mars First, our main products, okay, is actually a pass for you guys to actually use all the tools in the D app and also to build your community. So this is actually a pass. Can you guys see my screen clearly? Because someone texted me and said that it's blurry. No, it's clear. It's blurred. Not clear. Clear for me. So, okay. Some people say not clear, some people say it's clear. So meaning that it's clear and sometimes it's just the internet issue. Why not like this? Give me a while. I'll try to connect to a data on my phone. Hold on. Okay. I'll swap. What about now? Can you guys see it clearly? Better? No? Okay, if let's say no, maybe it's actually your internet because I have my iPad here and it shows very clearly. And I do see that a lot of people say that it's also very clear. So kindly check your internet connection, but no worries, we are having a recording. You can always watch back the recording if let's say it's blurred for you, but no worries. So I'm going to go into, to basically go back to wherever we stopped just now. So I'm talking about here, last time in M3 DAO, we started with Avatar, okay? And all that Avatar basically produce, MM, 50% MM, 30% UME, and 20% MC. I believe that all these are already very, very clear. So now we have already moved to a new era and we are going to basically enter the DeFi world. Okay, this is what we have been building for since day one. So that's the reason why a lot of people who joined us previously, they have the token, the DAO token, which is called MCD. And we always wanted to make this DAO token, the MCD, into a major token. What is a major token? A major token is something like Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, that everyone else will use this token and pair it together with other tokens. So we wanted to actually achieve that. And to achieve that, there's only one way to do it, which is going into DeFi. So now, once we already basically achieve our goal on the first engine, so we are starting a second engine here. So this second big data engine is actually a gateway into DeFi for everyone, for every community members of M3DAO. And they also have their own avatar itself. Okay, so it's two different type of avatar. One is on our D app, another one is on DeFi. Okay, so let me share my screen through my iPad. I'll draw it down for you, so at least you guys can basically see it clearly. Okay. All right, can you guys see the screen? I'll swap in between screen, okay? I'll swap in between screen here. So, as I was mentioned just now, this is the Mars-verse avatar that everyone loves and understand. So basically, the avatar will basically produce 0.5 to 2% daily, and all the returns, the rewards that you get, MM 50%, UME 30%, and MC 20%. Let's get this out of the way. So now the second product, the name is called MCD Avatar. In MCD Avatar, how do you get into DeFi? Okay, here's, you need to basically understand, you need to actually now purchase this avatar, the Mars-verse avatar, to get on a whitelist. Then, after you get on the whitelist, this is the time. And some people ask me, why do we need to get the whitelist? Why can't we just basically go into DeFi? Because since day one, we have been talking about one thing, decentralized identity, DID. So to get the whitelist is actually to get yourself a pass and to get into DeFi. When you're in DeFi, then only you'll be able to mint MCD avatar inside. Now you get the point. So why do we have that? So let me swap back to the screen here. Okay, so you guys can see that in the second big data engine for the MCD avatar, here's the leverage. 4x, 2.5x, 2.5x, 3x, and 4x. So 100 USDT avatar give you 4x. And for the 500 USDT avatar, you get 2.5x. 1,000, you also get 2.5x. For 5,000, you get 3x. And for 10,000, you get 4x. And some of you might say that, hey, if you compare to the top, the previous avatar actually give me more, because here, the 100, it gives me 5x, 500 and 1,000 give me 3.5x, 5,000 give me 4x, and 10,000 give me 5x. All right, so here's the difference. Okay, let me swap back to the other screen. I'll share again. 1 second. Okay, as I already mentioned just now. So for the whitelist, as I already said, what is the difference? Here you get 5x, 4x, and 3.5x. Here you get 4x, 3x, and 2.5x. Because here, when your avatar mature, then what happened? Then you purchase a new avatar. A new avatar. But here, once it mature, it actually gives you back the MCD and Ethereum that you place in the liquidity pool of the DeFi. Okay, so that is the reason why here the leverage, it might look lower now, but actually it's way, way more. Later, I'll show you why it's way more. Okay. So here, you also get the same amount of return on a daily basis, the same amount of reward on a daily basis. So the reward that you are getting is 0.5 to 2%. Okay, but here you do not get 0.5 to 2% in UME, and MC. But what do you get? So here, you can choose what type of token you want. You can earn Mars, Titan, Rocket, ZSwap, VU, WuPay, MaxT, ERT, Gata, Chick, based on your own choice. You can choose any type of token and you're getting back the return of 0.5 to 2% as a reward, okay, to you based on the token you choose. And some people might ask, hey, if let's say that's the case, then all the token price on a daily basis is different. So how can we judge? So all these tokens are listed on exchange. So the D-app will automatically calculate based on all the pricing on different exchange and get an average. All right. So let me share my screen again here. It's tiring to go back and forth. I'm going to do it so that you guys can have a very clear picture. So, example now. What do you get just now based on the questions? You get 0.5 to 2% on the token of your choice. Okay. So, let me do a calculation here, a simple math, so you guys can have a clearer picture. Let's talk about Rocket. Okay. RKT. And RKT is listed on, sorry, let's talk about Mars. Okay, let's talk about Mars. Mars is listed on MEX. It's listed on MEXC, Wix, XT.com, and ZapSwap. Because ZapSwap is actually a decentralized finance. This is DEX, decentralized exchange. Okay, so basically it will compare all the pricing of that day. Let's say on Max is 30 cents. On MaxT is 34 cents. All right. On Wix is 29 cents. And on XT is 28 cents. And on ZapSwap is also 30 cents. So based on all these numbers, to add up all together, if you add up everything together, the total number will be $1.51. So how many exchange do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you take this and you divide by 5. So we will come to a number of 0.302. This is the amount that you'll be receiving based on the percentage. Okay. Somebody shared the screen. 1 second, I'll need to turn it off. Okay, we're back. So, as I already mentioned, these are the token price that you will be getting on that particular day. It will compare based on all the exchange, including a decentralized exchange like ZapSwap. Okay? And then you will start to ask, all right, if today that's the case, currently now, example, this is, let's say, Jensen. And this is Ben. We have Kelvin and GC. This is just for example, yeah? So now, Jensen bought the whitelist. Ben didn't, Kelvin didn't, and GC bought the whitelist as well. So now, if Jensen, because the structure, the network structure that you already built in the Massverse, it remains exactly the same as in DeFi. But you need to have a whitelist to have the access towards the DeFi, as I already mentioned just now. Why? Because of the ID. Okay, because of the ID. So you need to have the access of DeFi because of the ID. So once you already have all that, then Jensen is already here. And GC, Jensen select Mars. And GC select Pay. So what happened here is, you will see that for GC, because Kelvin didn't get the whitelist, Ben didn't get the whitelist, so the GC now became my first level. So whatever GC is earning, his reward, 50% will go directly to me, and the token will be in Pay. Okay, so whatever GC's reward is, I will basically get that reward as well for myself. Okay, and let's say now we have LA. LA is here. He's also whitelisted. So LA choose, let's say, RKT. So how many percent comes to me? 30% RKT will come to Jensen. This is how it will work. Unless both of them are also whitelisted, then it will follow back the original structure. Okay, and in here, all your rankings, the M1, M2, M3 is all the same. 7 stars is also the same. Okay, so I don't think I need to basically just keep on switching back to the poster, or you guys want to view the poster. Actually, all this poster already sent it in the group for you guys. So I think that we just basically focus on the iPad, so I don't need to switch it back and forth. All right, so on this part, I bet that I already make it very clear on how the structure will be and how the calculation based on the token that you choose will be. Okay, so let's now go into details regarding the rewards that you're earning, okay, based on the avatar. The rewards that you'll be earning based on the MCD avatar. Example, you purchase 10,000, okay? But of course, you need to have a whitelist of 10,000 to actually being able to buy a 10,000 MCD avatar. And if let's say you have a 10,000 whitelist, now you can also buy multiple. You can buy 5 here. You can buy, let's say, 5,000. You can buy another 3. You can buy the 1,000, 2, and 500. You can buy another 2. And here, for the 100, good news here. We have increased the amount of 100 that you can purchase on the Mass First avatar for the whitelist. Okay, the Mass First avatar, we've increased the volume. Last time is only 2% per DID. Now, you can have all the way up to 4. Same goes to here. So meaning previously, if let's say you already bought 100 on Mass First avatar, so now you can buy 2 more 100. So this is a very great news for a lot of community members that just recently started, and also maybe in a not so how to say wealthy countries. So you guys can actually purchase an additional 2 pieces of 100 avatar. Same goes to the MCD avatar. The upper limit for 100 is 4 avatar maximum. Okay, so this is out of the way. Then all the returns that you get, 0.5% to 2, based on the tokens that you choose. Okay, here 70% will be the token that you choose, and then another 30% is the same. It goes to UME for you to swap into MFCD. If you notice today, the notice is already out, and I believe that MFCD will be delivered or already delivered to your DM. Okay, this is Mars Foundation Comprehensive Dollar, but we will come into that topic in the future. So the next question is, because all the avatars, they will run out, right? So if let's say today my MCD avatar expired, as I already mentioned just now, okay, so what do you get in return? So if let's say your MCD avatar expired, you will get back 70% of whatever you put in the liquidity pool, and the 30% will remain in the liquidity pool. That's why the MCD price will constantly grow. Okay, so let me do another calculation here so you have a clearer picture. The pricing now, the initial price, listen carefully, the initial price of one MCD, okay, this is 1 Ethereum equivalent to 2,500 MCD. This is the initial price on the liquidity pool. So let's say this is the amount. I'll do one calculation for you guys to see. Let's say I want to buy and assume, okay, Ethereum is about 2,500 now. And let's say I want to buy 10,000. So 10,000, 50%, 50%. This will be in Ethereum. This will be in MCD. So based on 50-50, I'll need 2 Ethereum and I'll need 5,000 MCD. So this is the total amount that I have. And once it's expired, okay, expired. So what do I get back in return? 70%. So 70% of 2 Ethereum. How much it is? It's actually 1.4 Ethereum. And how many MCD do I get? The MCD I'm getting, all right? So it's 5,000 times 7, what do you got? 70%. So it's 3,500 MCD. And the 30%, I already mentioned, it will remain in the liquidity pool so that the price will constantly keep on growing. Here's the catch. So now, we mentioned that we assume this is the price of Ethereum. So what if Ethereum went all the way up to 4,000 here? Okay, so you take 1.4 units of Ethereum times with 4,000. So how much is the total number? 1.4 times 4,000. You're getting back 5,600 on Ethereum. What about MCD? So based on this amount, let's say everyone contributing in the liquidity pool, and let's say the MCD price went up to 10. Okay, so here you take 3,500 units and times with 10. Here will be equivalent to 35,000 in USDT. Okay, so as you can see here, how much did you previously purchase? It's just 10,000 only. And how much do you get in return? Here you have a total of 41,000 in USDT. And this time you can trade your Ethereum and MCD in centralized exchange and also the decentralized exchange, meaning ZapSwap and also MEX. So you can see the earlier you are in the liquidity pool, the earlier you are, the lower the price of MCD it is, the bigger the amount that you can earn. And after a detailed discussion with the market maker, we have come to a conclusion to actually start the price at a lower price. So then you can see the graph grow like nobody business. And this is how, if let's say for the early adopters of DeFi, you get your whitelist, you come in early, congratulations. These are the potential that you're going to get. If you become the first person to come in, congratulations again, because more and more people adding into the liquidity pool, meaning more and more value is created behind MCD, and automatically the price goes up. If let's say the price doesn't goes up, Ethereum price goes up, it's the same thing as well. It will also help to pull the price up for MCD. So that is the reason why we choose to make the pairing together with Ethereum. Okay. So let me check the question list. All right. So some people say that, hey, now I have MCD. Okay. In the D app. And I have, let's say, 1,000.25 MCD. So 1,000.25 MCD. Can I transfer this to anyone? If you are still in the D app without the whitelist, okay, nope, you can't do anything. But if you have the whitelist and you activated your DID, congratulations. You can start to enter DeFi. The DeFi button when it's launched, the dashboard when it's launched, we will make the announcement, most probably right after whitelist is finished. So here, you can start to transfer your MCD. You can transfer to your recruiter or your community. So is it transferable? Yes, but only in DeFi. Okay. So anyone, example, I have only 0.25. Oh my God, what happened? I can basically ask anyone who have remaining MCD that you can sell it to me, of course, based on the daily price. And they can transfer the MCD to you, or you can transfer the MCD to them as well. Okay. But as I already mentioned, only in DeFi. And I already answered you guys on once the avatar expired, you get back the Ethereum and MCD, and I already did the calculation for you guys as well. And some people ask, why do you need the whitelist? I already answered that as well, okay? Because you need to actually activate your DID, so then you will be able to be in DeFi. So the next thing, why is this so important to be as fast as possible to buy MCD avatar? Because I already did the calculation just now, as you still remember, the earlier you're in, okay, here, the earlier you're in, because now MCD is still at the lower price, and here, from 5,000 to here, how many X it grows? So from 10,000, you're now having this total amount. So the earlier you get in, the better it is, the better position you will be in. And next, so some people ask, can I have multiple MCD avatar? So let's say this is Jensen. Now I buy 100 for the whitelist to enter DeFi. Okay. After buying the 100 to actually enter DeFi, so the next thing is a lot of people will start to question, okay, is when I go into DeFi, so is it possible for me to buy 10,000 in MCD avatar? The answer is no. What about 5,000? The answer is no as well. 1,000? Nope. 500? Nope. And 100? Yes. And how many you can buy? Only 4 MCD avatar in total. And at the same time, when you go into DeFi, as I already mentioned here, you can start to transfer MCD, right? So when you can transfer MCD, here, if you only have 100 whitelist, you can only transfer up to 100 MCD in units. So if let's say now, Jensen, I buy 10,000 whitelist. So when I go into DeFi, congratulations to me. Why? I can purchase 10,000 MCD avatar. I can mint 10,000 MCD avatar. I can mint 5,000. I can mint 1,000. And I can mint 500 and also 100 for MCD avatar. And for me to transfer, I can transfer up to 10,000 units of MCD tokens. So the bigger the whitelist you have, the choices that you have is also more. What if today, if let's say I buy a whitelist of 5,000, okay, then I will not be able to buy 10,000, but I can buy anything below 5,000. And you ask, so if I only today buy, I'll basically remove this, okay. Let's say I only buy one whitelist, okay, one 5,000 whitelist. So how many avatar I can buy here? I can buy 100, I can buy 1,000, 10,000. Sorry. Okay, not to confuse you guys. 8,000 avatar. Just as an example, I exaggerate the number. So basically, yes, you can buy any amount. You just need one whitelist to activate your whitelist, to activate your DeFi. And when you go into DeFi, you can actually buy any amount of avatar. Okay, so I hope that's clear on that side. And then there's also another question. What if I'm new? I joined M3 DAO in June. Okay, 23rd, meaning yesterday. So I do not have MCD. What happened then? If you do not have MCD, no problem. You just need to get a whitelist. Okay. After getting the whitelist, when you enter DeFi, you can use multiple choices. 100% Ethereum if you have those. 100% USDT and USDC. You can use 50% Ethereum. Okay, 50% Ethereum and 50% MCD. Or you can use 50% USDT, USDC with 50% MCD. And I already mentioned, if let's say you do not have enough, what do? In DeFi, you can start purchasing MCD with your recruiter or your community member. Okay? So now, since we can purchase, okay, multiple MCD avatar or min multiple MCD avatar. Let's say on one MCD avatar, I choose Mars. One more, I choose Vu. One more, I choose RKT. Another one, I choose ERT, Chick, Gata, the list goes on. So all this is calculated based on the pricing, as I already mentioned, the average price from centralized exchange and decentralized exchange. Okay? And whatever token you choose, it goes up to your referral based on the existing structure, exactly the same calculation of the business plan in Mars First. Okay? So the next point is, what if, for any reason, I did not get the whitelist? No whitelist. What happened? Sorry, you don't get into D5, right? If you don't get into D5, okay, what happened to your MCD? Your MCD will remain in your DApp. They will not get burned. They will not disappear. They will just remain in the DApp. Why? Because the most important key factor here, we want MCD to go into D5 so that the MCD can be circulated into the market with a huge liquidity pool behind it. So, what if I miss this whitelist because they have quota? And some ask, why do the whitelist need quota? Why? It's because whitelist normally comes with airdrops. And airdrops for this current whitelist is RKT and GATA. All these tokens are not infinity. Okay, they have a limit on how many tokens we have that is provided by RKT and also GATA. So that's the reason why the quota exists. So once the quota ends, what will happen next? We will speak to other project, see who wanted to basically sponsor us. Example, maybe Mars, maybe Vu. Then that's the time that you get whitelist. And when you get whitelist, congratulations again. This is your gateway into DeFi, and you can start to basically build the liquidity pool. And that's when you basically being able to trade your MCD. Okay. So here I'm going to how to say, the next question that I received here is, will I have to wait for the withdrawal for MCD avatars? Okay. No, you don't. Because why? All those tokens will be airdropped to you immediately, and you can trade those tokens on any exchange if you want to, or you can basically just how to say, save it. And do you necessarily need to move the MCD tokens into the DeFi so that you can trade? Yes. And do you get team bonus? Okay. Here, I'm going to use ABCD instead. Okay. Team bonus. How does team bonus work? So if today A find B, so whatever B is earning or rewards, he will basically get 50%. So here, the rewards will pass up 30%. And here D, the rewards will pass up 20%. So on this part, it's exactly the same as must first avatar. And then what about M rank? You have M1, M2, M3 is also exactly the same as Master's Avatar. Okay, so I believe that I already answered a lot of questions today, and I'm going to start asking questions. Okay, but before I begin on answering the questions, I wanted to basically, invite our co-partners to be on stage. Okay, the first person that I'm going to invite on stage will be Camilla. Okay, thank you for your sponsoring. Okay, thank you for sponsoring the avatars to the community member. Camilla, are you here with us? Hi, Camilla. Can you raise your hand? Hey, you're here. Okay, I'll get you to unmute.
Oh, thank you. You've unmuted me. Hello, everyone. Good to be here.
So, Camilla, you can basically ask the questions and let's see who answered it correctly. And they will be the winner. And
Okay.
before we move on, to answer the question, you need to raise your hand to actually answer the question, not typing in the chat. Okay? So, all right, let's go.
Okay, so question 1. Can you transfer MCD?
So who's the first one who put up your hand? Is it Iris?
Yeah, let's go for Iris.
Okay. Iris, I'll ask you to unmute. Iris, you need to unmute. I already asked you to unmute. You need to click unmute.
Bottom left.
Okay.
You can transfer MCD to the upline or to the community.
Yes, correct.
What's the condition?
Yeah, what's the condition?
Sorry?
You can only transfer upline or downline your MCD if you've done one thing.
Done once.
Yes.
If you enter, if you did the DID and entered into the DeFi.
Yes, that's fantastic.
Congratulations.
So, number 1, Iris Renner.
All right, Iris, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So guys, so please kindly lower down your hand now. Okay, so lower down your hand now. So we will start again. All right. So Una, ask the second question.
You want me to ask it or Runa?
No, just follow the flow, just one by one.
Okay, question number 2. When the MCD avatar expires, how much ETH and MCD will be returned back to you?
So who is the first one?
Oh, I think Raf was.
Raf?
Raf A?
Raf A. Okay, I'll ask Raf A. Raf A, you can unmute yourself. Hi, Raf A.
Yeah.
Raf, yeah. Have you got the answer to the question, Raf?
Yeah, 70%.
Yay.
Yeah.
70% of what?
Of the token you have chosen.
So let me remind you of the question. When your MCD avatar expires, how much ETH and MCD will you get back? And you said 70%.
Okay, 70% of Ethereum and MCD. So Raf A?
Yes, 70% and 30%.
Yeah, 70% of MCD.
MCD,
and
30% will remain in the liquidity.
Correct. Congratulations, Raf A. Okay, so lower down your hand now, guys. So the next person I'm going to invite here will be Runa. Is Runa with us? Runa, please put up your hand. Ah, nice. I can see you now. So you can unmute yourself now.
Yes, and thank you, Jensen. It's very important that everyone lower their hand before the question is asked, because otherwise, and that you need to follow with, I will follow as well. So a lot of hands coming up. Alex, lower your hand. Also Prince, Otherwise, you will not be in the contest.
Okay.
Okay. When I ask the question, Awesome and KB Father will not be in.
Yep. And deck Adriel as well.
Yep. Okay. I need to find this questions because when you have the question two of those, Camilla, right?
No, the first and the second has been answered by Camilla. So the third one and the fourth one.
Yeah, the third and the fourth one. Okay, why do we have to whitelist? Can you not just add the DeFi button to our back office?
So who was the first one?
If everything was clear, I think Vuk, if he had not his hand up before.
Yeah. Oh, also sorry. So basically, he already had his hand up before. So nope. Next person. Which one? Sunday Ani.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So Sunday Ani, I already asked you to unmute.
Yes, sir, because that's the gateway to the DeFi.
Okay, because that is the gateway to the DeFi. Actually, there's something missing in your answer. And it's very crucial. So counting down, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That's the way you, because of the whitelist, that's qualify you to be able to buy the avatar for the MCD.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. You answer it halfway there. Okay, half of it is already correct, but not the full answer. I'm so sorry. So I'll pass to the next person to actually do the answer. So I have Iris here again. So I already asked you to unmute. Iris, can you unmute yourself?
Okay.
All right.
So question again, please.
The
The question is, why do we have to whitelist? Can you not just add the DeFi button to our back office?
No, because we first have to go get whitelisted to get the DeFi button.
Okay.
Yes,
then
but why?
Why?
Because to get the entrance to do the DID and to get the entrance to the DeFi.
Congratulations.
To buy the MCD.
Yes, congratulations. So I'll repeat back the question. The answer will be, okay. So the question is, why do we have to whitelist? And can you not just add the DeFi button to our back office? The correct answer is because to actually activate your DID, your decentralized identity, so then you will be able to enter into DeFi. So congratulations, Iris. You have two questions correct. You have two correct answers. Congrats. Okay, so Runa?
Yes, all lower the hands. Alexander, Sai Khalid.
Sai Khalid, please lower the hand. Okay, cool.
Okay. No Global Leaders Club. Siju. Okay, you follow with those who raised the hand before the question. They are disqualified.
Yep.
Sorry to say. Okay. Why is it so important to be as fast as possible to buy the MCD avatar?
Okay, Rob M.
Hi. To get MCD at the lowest price and to gain the best or most appreciation over time.
Congratulations. So the correct answer is, why do you need to basically get into the MCD avatar or the DeFi as soon as possible? It's actually to get the largest leverage on the pricing of MCD because you can get in before everyone else because that will be the lowest price possible that you can get. And when the price goes up, you have the maximum gain. All right. So thank you, Runa. Thank you for sponsoring the avatar again. So the next person I'm going to invite on stage, okay, will be Anil. Anil, are you here with us? Please put up your hand. The rest, please put down your hand. Anil, where are you? Yes. Hi, buddy. I already asked you to unmute.
Hi everyone. Do you hear me?
Stian and also Sidhu, if let's say you don't put down your hand, you will be disqualified for the next answer. Okay? All right. So Anil, the floor is yours.
So I'm following with the next question. Can I have multiple MCD avatars running and paying out different tokens to each other? Oh, my hands was.
It's okay. So I'll have Avatar Sync.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Can you repeat the question, please? Again?
Can I have multiple MCD avatars running and paying out different tokens to each other?
Yes.
Correct. But if you have the correct whitelist, right?
Yeah. On whitelist, only have a rocket and gata. And when you get a whitelist, then you will get when you enter in DID, then you can get any tokens in rewards.
Yes. Do you think it's right, Jensen? I guess so.
Come again. And I couldn't really hear you just now. Sorry.
It was right.
Hello?
Can you repeat yourself?
I repeat again.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. In whitelist, only airdrops rocket and second gata. When I get the when you go to DID MCD avatars, you will get any tokens in rewards.
Yes, but the question was, can I have multiple MCD avatars running and paying out different tokens to each other?
No.
Okay, sorry. The answer was incorrect. So the next person, I'm going to invite Daria. Daria, Anna. Daria, are you here? Please unmute yourself.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, awesome.
So yes, can you repeat the question? It was about.
Yeah, can I have multiple MCD avatars running and paying out different tokens to each other?
No. The answer is I can have multiply avatar, but I will need to choose which token. I need to choose one token.
Yes, but
the avatar need to be the same value of the whitelist avatar and lower.
Thank you.
One for each and maximum for 100.
Okay, no, not one for each. All right, you answer it correctly. So basically, the correct answer will be, can I have multiple MCD avatars running and paying out different tokens to each other? Yes, you can. The answer will be correct. Because why? If, let's say today, I buy a whitelist of 1,000, I can buy any amount of 1,000 MCD avatar. I can have 10 of them, hundreds of them, no problem. And lower. That's the correct answer. So I can buy 500 and also 100, but the 100 only have 4 units per DID. Okay, so congratulations again, Daria, Anna. So please write down the name. Thank you. So please go on, Neil.
yes. Next question. Is my MCD useless if I'm not in DeFi? Oh, I think the first one was Pika, the newest.
Where is Picker Universe? I couldn't find him.
He's the fourth, I think, in the row. but the newest, the first
I
one.
found picker now. All right. Picker.
Yes. Yes, we can do.
Sorry.
Kindly repeat the question.
Okay. Is my MCD useless if I'm not in the DeFi?
Yes, if I am not in the whitelist and DeFi, we cannot use our MCD.
Yes.
In a way, your answer is halfway there, but you answer the how to say, you did answer it correctly right after that. Is because actually your MCD is not useless or worthless. It's just that you need to be on DeFi.
Yeah.
Actually treat your MCD. All right.
Yes.
Congratulations, Picker.
Thank you.
Thank you. So please lower down all your hands now, guys. Thank you. All right. The next person, the next call partner that I'm going to invite on stage, D. OK from UK. Are you here with us? Hi, D. I'll ask you to unmute yourself.
Hey everyone. So I'm on question 7.
Yep.
What is the initial price of MCD and why has it deflated in price?
All right. So Shit Khalid, because some of them already put up their hand before we started.
Yeah, one Ethereum equal to 2500 MCD.
Sorry, come again?
One Ethereum equal to 2500 MCD.
Okay, 1 Ethereum equivalents to 2500 MCD. Let me check the question again. Correct. That's the exact answer. Okay, but you miss out on one part. And why has it deflated in price?
So that more and more MCDs are moved into the DeFi.
Okay,
and we get cheaper.
Yes, but not accurate. Can you think about it?
Yeah, let me think.
Okay, why the price is low, then it goes up? What's the benefit? Who advised to actually do it?
Because in start, everyone who will get the first, he will get the lowest price. And as soon as the liquidity keep going up, and the price is also moving up.
All right. In a way, you answer it correctly, but it's just that let me rephrase the answer. All right. The answer is
I have language barrier. Kindly.
What is the initial price of MCD? Is basically 1 Ethereum equivalent to 2,500 or 2,500 what do you call that, MCD. And why is the price lower now? It's supposed to be higher because the market maker advised us to do so. All right, because why? When the price is low and when the liquidity pool builds up, then we will see a major growth of the token price. From $1 to $250 is 250x. But if we launch the token at $250, it went up to $500 is 2x. So that's the key. All right. So
yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. So Shed Khalid Hussein Shah. All right. So the next question, D. Please lower your hand, all of you.
Yeah, lower your hands, please, guys.
Yep. Lower your hand, please. Okay.
So the next question is, will I have to wait for withdrawal from the MCD avatars?
Okay, I have Rob here. Rob M.
No, there will be no withdrawal restrictions on the tokens you receive.
All right.
Well done. Well done, Rob.
Well done. Well done, Rob.
Thank you.
Thank you, D. Thank you for sponsoring the avatar to our community. So guys, lower down.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. So everyone lower down your hand. And guys, I want you guys to basically, when you finish listening the whole question, then only you put up your hand. All right? I haven't even asked question. And you already put up your hand. What happened? Jane. All right. So the next core partner I'm going to invite here today is Pinaki. Pinaki, are you here with us? Pinaki, please raise your hand so I can see you. Hey, finally. So, hi, Pin. So, I already asked you to unmute. All right.
Yep.
The floor is yours.
Okay. Here we go, everyone. Don't forget, when I finish the question, that's when you can put your hand up. Jane, put your hand down. Question 9. Do you get a team bonus on an MCD avatar?
So, who's the first who put up the hand? Pin. You
Is
choose.
it Siobhan?
Okay. Sige.
Ah, Siggy, that's even easier.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
So, what's the answer?
Yeah, the answer is yes.
The answer is yes. Yes, what?
One more time, please. I got the mess. Sorry. One more time, please.
The question is, do you get a team bonus on MCD Avatar?
Yes, you get the team bonus. As the same way as the normal Master Boss avatars.
Yes, congratulations. That's the correct answer. The correct answer is yes, you do get a team bonus, and it's exactly the same as the Masterverse avatar. All right, so lower down your hand. So next question.
Okay, lower your hands, everybody. Until the question is asked. You can't. Azam? Ah, that's it. Okay, here we go. Last question. When will MCD be listed on MEX?
Okay, so I have Adobe Idoro.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Where is he disappeared?
Yeah, he just disappeared. So Tino Gomolka. Tino, hi.
Can you do the question repeat, please? I have my children have crying.
Oh, okay. So when will the MCD be listed on Mars Exchange?
Sorry, I can have no the question. I'm sorry, I cannot.
All right, no problem. So please can you mute yourself? Okay, already muted. All right, so the next person, I'll basically get Tiana Amos.
Hey, Mas.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, it will be announced by the management. Not yet. No date yet fixed.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I heard that.
Yeah. The date has not yet been fixed. It will be announced by the core team.
All right, congratulations. So thank you so much. So Tijana Amos. All right, thank you. So thanks, Pinaki. Thanks for sponsoring.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, everyone, lower down your hand. Now I want to invite someone to the stage. All right. Okay. So here I'm going to invite our president of M3 Hub. So are you here with us, Ferenc? If you're here with us, please kindly put up your hand. So this time, Ferenc have 3 questions, and I want you guys to obey the rules, okay? To obey the rules is whenever he finish asking a question, then only put up your hand, okay? So, Ferenc, are you here with us? I have not asked the question yet. Dag Adrik Henriksen. So, where are you, Ferenc? Yes, I know. You need to put up your hand. Then I'll be able to find you. Can you raise your hand, friends? Give me a while. Let me look for him. Okay, I already found him. All right, Ferenc, I already asked you to unmute.
Yes, thank you. I didn't find my hand.
It's okay.
That's okay. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. All right. So
And
I have 3
quickly,
questions.
Before we start,
Yes.
sorry. And this time, the avatar that Ferenc is sponsoring is actually 1,000 USDT avatar.
Just to make it more fun for the people who left early. So the first question is basically all of my question, you need to explain. It's not just you throw something on the table and don't put your hand up. So please wait for the question, think a little bit. We're gonna listen at least 2 or 3 people, depends on Jensen. And out of the 2 or 3 people who closer with the answer, they get the avatar. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky one. The question is very simple. You go on the street, you meet someone, you talk about M3, pops up the topic liquidity pool. Please explain what is the benefit to building liquidity pool. Let's listen at least 2 or 3 people, Jensen, depends on the time, and let's decide from the first 3.
Okay, no problem. So Angela Bennett.
The benefit of the liquidity pool is to the community and to M3. So we put money into the liquidity pool, and that then means that the token that we are, the MCD, will then rise in price.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's listen to the second one.
Right, the second one, I'll choose, Christopher.
Hello there, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you. The idea of the liquidity pool is, as it gets bigger, it means that the token is much easier to buy and sell, because if there isn't any money in the liquidity pool, then it won't appear on the market, or it won't work in the market.
Yeah, just before we listen to the third person, I give you a little help. As I said, you meet someone, you talk about M3, comes the topic, liquidity pool, and you want to explain on a simple way what is the benefit, what we are doing by building liquidity pool. The question is simple. Let's see the answers.
Well, can I carry on?
Yes.
Thank you. It's like when you go to buy currency at the airport, you want to change pounds to dollars. If the people who are selling or doing the exchange don't have any money in their pool, then they can't give you the exchanged currency. And this works just the same way. If you don't have liquidity, it's not possible to do an exchange, and the price will be very unfavorable.
Yeah, this answer is getting really close too. Let's listen to the third person, please.
Okay, I'll ask the third person. So Diana Wolf.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Nice seeing you. Okay, so my answer is it's building or providing liquidity pool in decentralized finance offers several benefits. So both for the project, creating it, and for users who participate. So projects with liquidity tokens are more attractive to investors.
Why is that so?
So because the liquidity pool allows anyone to buy or sell your tokens instantly.
All right. So we have our winner.
Well, who is the winner, Jensen?
Who is the winner? The most accurate.
It's really hard. It's really hard to judge from my point of view.
Exactly. The answer is actually, especially from Christopher and also Diana, both are very close. And basically, a liquidity pool, it's exactly like what you guys said, okay? Because with a liquidity pool, it will attract more people because why it's more attractive? Because people knows that there's a liquidity pool behind the tokens and the token can be easily trade. Exactly like what Diana said, all right? So
yes,
one key point.
so if you, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, please, press, go on.
Yeah, so basically when you start to explain to someone on a simple way, I like the way how Christopher explained due to the, exchange things, because this is represent the real market situation. Like I used to say, you have 5,000 euro in your pocket, you want to go swap it to US dollar, but there is no dollar in the exchange, means no liquidity. So you cannot swap it. So it technically, it's crucial to have liquidity for the token. So this is one thing. I don't know who said it, but it's also, increasing the price and make it attractive. This is another big benefit, like Jensen just said it. So Jensen almost win 1,000 avatar, because when you create liquidity and make it attractive to who? Of course, for us, because it's our baby, it's gonna be super attractive. But outside users, the secondary market, when it sees, this is the connection for us to get the smart money into our projects. So yeah, you decide, Jensen. Okay, I'm just asking the question.
Correct. So as you said just now, Christopher's answer is more accurate directly because why? Your question just now is actually how would you approach someone, and when the question of liquidity pool came up, and I agreed with you 100%, although Diana is very close, but it's not how we are going to explain what liquidity pool is and the benefit behind it directly to day-to-day people that we meet on the street. So thank you for trying. And Ferenc, Mr. President, can I ask one more thing for you? Because now, since
Yes.
the answer are so close and accurate, so is it possible the winners get the 1,000 that you sponsored, and also the rest, since they tried, okay, and both of them
Okay.
100 from you?
Okay, so you're asking for me 2 times
Yes.
100. All right. Yeah, I do it for you.
All right, thank you so much. So Diana, you get a
Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
so Diana, you get 100. And who else just now? I remember her name with Bennett. What's her name?
Yes, the first one.
Yes, the first
I
one.
don't know.
Thanks for trying.
Okay.
Where
You know, guys, the question is
Angela Bennett.
Angela
Yes.
Bennett.
And also Christopher.
Yes, Angela
Congratulations.
Bennett. Yes, congrats. So yeah, the question is like really practical use what I have in my mind. You don't need to overcomplicate things. Like I used to say when I look at the system, when it comes to Web3, like who's gonna buy my token end of the day? This is also a simple question, like why the liquidity pool has benefit and what is the benefit? My second question is it's more practical and math question, like what is the mechanism behind if you purchase MCD avatar, like based on our ecosystem, guys, we have centralized exchange, decentralized exchange, blockchain, and everything, so many tokens. So I want to know the most accurate explanation. What is the mechanism when you purchase an avatar? What's happening behind the scenes in the system?
All right, Johannes, you're the first to actually put up your
Yeah,
hand.
let's listen again, 3, okay, and then we pick.
Hello guys from Vienna.
Hello.
Well, the most important thing is that 30% of Ethereum and MCD is building the liquidity pool, and the liquidity pool does the whole things that has been mentioned before. But the most important thing for me is the secondary market and the world outside there can't ignore this when it will be, like Jansen said last time, $3 billion or maybe $10 billion of liquidity pool. And that should make a real impact, and that should be the most powerful reason for a new person to join us.
Okay, thank you so much. Was my question difficult, or shall I just repeat it again? Jansen, what do you think?
I think you repeat the question again.
Okay, because I'm asking the
Put your hand-
mechanism. You know, we have an ecosystem running, so it's everything happens here for a reason. Like 1 year later, we had nothing. Now we have a complete ecosystem, like blockchain, decentralized exchange, centralized exchange, crypto card, tokens, everything. And when you purchase the MCD avatar, not now after the whitelist finished, the purchase the MCD avatar, what's happening behind the scenes? What is the mechanism on our ecosystem? You know, like that's what I'm trying to ask. And 1000 avatar for the most accurate answer. So we have 2 more answers,
Okay.
please.
All right, so here I'm going to ask Elisa. I see her put up her hand quite a lot of times. Elisa?
Hi. So I think the most important benefit for us if we buy the MCD avatar is that we put our money into our own ecosystem, so all the projects that come with it benefit from our liquidity pool that we provide. So if I, for example, choose to get Gata token, I also Gata, the project or Wu payment or Rocket benefits from the money I provide for the whole ecosystem to grow and to build the value of everything that is connected to M3 DAO. That's what I think. So we can all benefit from.
That's
the
very nice
projects.
answer. This could be the answer for my 3rd question, but
What?
not the second one. But that was a really nice one, so I have to think a new question now.
Sorry, then I didn't understand the question, I guess.
Yes. Maybe I was wrong, but let's listen one more participant and let's see. But thank you so much.
Elisa, yes, thanks. So the 3rd person I'm going to ask here is Frida Vos. Frida, are you driving?
Yes, I'm driving, but I'm standing still. Okay.
Okay.
My answer will be when the avatar ends, 70% goes back to us and 30% stays in the liquidity pool. That's my answer. I don't know if that's...
Thank you so much, but was no question related to your answer.
Yep.
Oh, and I didn't understand the question very good.
It's okay. So, all right. So
Yes.
thanks for trying, Frida. And just now, of course, Elisa won the prize. Congratulations, Elisa. And Frida, thanks for trying. You get 100
Yes.
avatar. And
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
So
Farron.
yes, basically what I wanted to initiate in everyone's brain with this question, like the mechanism, what happens behind, if you just take your time a little bit and think about it, you're going to purchase the MCD avatar, and in the background, you know, our swap is immediately start working, our blockchain immediately start working. You can have indirect effect. You can take your token later on the centralized exchange. You can make it happen. It start to working. So when I ask what is the mechanism behind the scenes, you know, just the simple purchase, like you purchase the MCD avatar, it activate so many things in our ecosystem, and the whole transaction and data is just running. So I just wanted to give you a little highlights what's going on and why we're having this step now and why we can have the liquidity pool buildings, because our ecosystem is just completed. So that would be the answer, but okay, maybe I try to learn how to ask the question more clearly. Okay, Johnson, what's next?
okay, so the 3rd question.
Well, I need to think about the next one because I received the answer from Elisa for the third one. But but anyway, let's give a little bit math on the question. Let's say in the future, okay, in the future, Ethereum price 5,000, MCD price 500. You're gonna purchase a 10K avatar. After, when you get your 4x coming out from the liquidity pool, how much MCD you're gonna get back? I want a number only.
So a number of MCD or a number in USDT?
A number of MCD, what you get back.
Okay. So
Amount of MCD. So the Ethereum price was 5,000. The MCD price was 500. You wait until the 4x is finished and you get back the MCD amount. How much is the MCD amount?
okay, the units of MCD.
And you purchase the 10K avatar. Yes.
Okay. So Rob M.
Hi.
And please explain your number, okay?
So a $10,000 avatar. So $5,000 will be in Ethereum, $5,000 will be in MCD. So 1 Ethereum equals 2,500 MCD. So that should be 5,000 MCD. So when that expires, you'll receive 70% of your Ethereum and MCD back. So that would be 3,500 MCD. Did I follow that correctly?
Shall we listen more people, Jensen?
No, I think the answer is exactly accurate.
Is it? So
Yeah.
you put 10,000 into the pool.
Mhm.
5,000 goes to MCD, right? But
Yep.
as I said, the price of MCD is 500.
Oh, so
I don't think the answer is correct then.
the answer is wrong then, because the MCD price is at $500. So
Yeah, that was guys a tricky question. So far is no winner yet, but
thanks for trying.
because I already, it's no winner on this time, because you need to be really clear on your math. It doesn't require like university things, it's like primary school, but when you have like specific numbers, you have the Ethereum numbers, you have the MCD numbers. You don't even need the Ethereum numbers, I just said it, to make you confused. You only need the MCD numbers. So basically when you purchase the 10K one, 5,000 goes into MCD. If the price set for 500, so how many pieces you gonna get? 10, right? 10.
Yes, I missed
of
the
MCD.
start price of
Yeah,
MCD. So you
correct.
it was
10,
and
and you get back 70%, right?
Yeah.
So the correct answer is
7.
Yeah.
MC.
Yes, that's what you get back. All right, that was interesting. So thank you so much, Jensen, to have this opportunity to share avatars. Basically, we give away 2,200. I give away 2,200 avatars, but next call, I'm coming. I still have 1,000 I want to give you with questions and answer.
All right. So thank you so much, guys. Thanks for your time. I hope tonight is actually a very fruitful meetings and community call, so that you guys really understand what M3 DAO is, and also what MCD is meant for. Okay. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys this coming Thursday. So good night and bye-bye. And of course, thank you for all the call partners for sponsoring all the avatars, including our president of M3 Hub. And last but not least, congratulations to all the winners. So